Hey friends, welcome back to Parent Story Hour. This is the last story for the week. We made it all the way to Friday. Megan's out enjoying the nice day, so she's not with me today for this story. But I have chosen a story from the George and Martha Rise and Shine storybook. Now, maybe you've read this before. George and Martha are best friends. They are also giant hippos, and there are 5 stories in this book, but I have chosen story number 3, The Picnic. Let me see that. Okay. One Saturday morning, George wanted to sleep late. I love sleeping late, said George. Who doesn't, right? But Martha had other ideas. She wanted to go on a picnic. Here she comes, said George to himself. Now, how did he know Martha was on her way? I'll show you. She was on this pogo stick outside his window. I'd say it's off to a pretty bad start. Martha did her best to get George out of bed. Picnic time, sang Martha, but George didn't budge. Martha played a tune on her saxophone. George put little balls of cotton in his ears and pulled up the covers. Okay, so here's Martha playing a saxophone in his bedroom. Now my question is, couldn't she have called? Couldn't she have sent him a message and said, hey George, do you want to go on a picnic? And he could have either not picked up the phone or said, I'm still sleeping. Give me a couple hours. Not break into his home and play the saxophone next to his bed. It's a death wish in this house. Martha tickled George's toes. Stop it, said George. Picnic time, sang Martha. But I'm not going on a picnic, said George. Oh, yes, you are, said his friend. Now she's getting a little mean. Look at her face, too, the expression. Those are some angry eyes. They're small, but they're angry. Look at, she's tickling with a vengeance here. Martha had a clever idea. This is such hard work, she said, huffing and puffing. But I'm not going to help, said George. I'm getting tired, said Martha. Well, serves you right, Hippo. Look at what she did here. She put roller skates on the bottom of the bed, and she's pushing George up a hill on the sidewalk. George had fun on the picnic. I'm so glad we came, said George, but Martha wasn't listening. She had fallen asleep. So here's George having a well-deserved chicken leg at what looks like maybe, 9 a.m. after all of that, and she fell asleep. This whole scenario could have been avoided if she had just called and said, do you want to have a lunch picnic? Not that early in the morning. Showed up with a saxophone at his house. All right. Well, that was George and Martha, Rise and Shine, story number 3, The Picnic. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody has a great weekend, enjoys this nice weather, and I hope you're staying sane and healthy, and I will see you again for Parent Story Hour on Monday.